Ooh, hey everybody. Super late, I know. I was helping my wife out with a trunk or treat, and I got stuck behind the slowest driver. No, but I'll show you guys something cool. I'll show you guys something cool if you guys give me a second. Here, hold on. All right, guys, this is going to be the only non-fish related thing I'm going to show you today. But this was the centerpiece of my wife's trunk or treat. So my wife actually she made this by hand. It is the grossest thing I've ever seen. So yeah, my wife did Hocus Pocus, so this is her witchcraft book that's made with human skin. Yeah, I don't like the texture. Um, we took a little while on this. Like we were doing this and we were making a little cauldron. We were staying up till like 2, 3 in the morning, putting it together, building paint. But yeah, she built this out of cardboard, and then this is construction paper here that she painted, and then she made the stitches with the glue gun. But it is gross looking. All right, let's get to the show. Hi, everybody. This is Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. I'm sorry, I'm late. Let's go. Um, where do we want to start off today? You know what's sad? I sold that moray eel today. I actually was growing really attached to him. Yeah, I know. I was growing really attached to it, and somebody came by around 3 o'clock today and picked them up. So we're actually going to order. I think I'm going to order 5 more. But I did learn they get very big. They get about 3 feet. Yeah, we have a few African cichlids over here. Let's go walk over. Bam. So yeah, these are the African cichlids over here. Um, there's some males here. They're starting to color up. We have a nice mix over here, but I'm going to give you guys another sneak peek of something I'm planning on doing. But these Africans right here, they're going for $8 a piece. We're trying to move out as many as we can. Yeah, just send me a link of what you got, and we can always take a look. But yeah, right now I have a breeder in San Antonio, and he literally has thousands of peacocks. So I'm trying to help him move a ton of these before wintertime. So we're trying to move these guys at $8 a piece. I don't care what size the fish is, $8. The only fish that varies in price is the white lip Madoka over there in the back. They're going to be 35. And where's the other one at? Oh, the Neolamprologus alupe. He's going to be 25. Um, I am planning, so you guys know, we're going to bring in some more Tankannikan cichlids probably next week. And what I'm looking for is the Cyprochromis. Oh, it's an excellent deal. But I want to help my buddy before he has to move thousands of fish into his garage for the wintertime. So right now, since he has over 1,000, we figure we sell them at $8 a piece. I make some money, he makes some money, and you guys get an awesome deal. And oh, what is it? Yeah, we do the flat rate shipping. We $25, 12 by 12 box, and yeah, I could probably fit about 8 fish in those boxes. Yeah, if you're thinking about getting a new bail beta, tell me which ones you want to go for, and we will go. And I don't know if you've seen the samurais that we got. So we got this new red half moon samurai over here. We got them in last week. Yeah, so Breezy, yeah, just send me your information, send me your link, send me some pictures. Yeah, he's real nice. And what I like about them is the darker fins on the outside. So all my betas start at $25. So this male right here, he's going to be A1. He's going to be $25, and I'll show you what else we got. So we have A1, we have A6. A6 doesn't have the black at the tips. There's A6, and then down here, B2, and then B8. And this one has the black edging too. But yeah, if you guys want me to stick one of these betas on the wall, I mean on the board, we can stick them on the board. But we also have this we have a couple lavenders. So I have 4 lavenders. No, I don't have any giants this week. But yeah, we got the lavenders. We have these guys over here. I kind of like, oh no, this one's sold. The teal one is sold. And then we have these pineapples. These pineapple pastels. And what I like about them is that scale pattern. You can see those black lines in between their scales, and it really makes them pop out. And then we have a ton of female betas in stock too. So we have our platinum females, our koi females. There's a couple of these blue Dumbos. Yeah, so the teal one that sold B7, he's hanging out right here. His other brother is over here. So he's a little bit darker. Let's see if we can get him up. And then I have another teal one over here. The only difference is he has a little bit of red on his head. And then who else do I have? Let's take a look up here. The Dumbo Platinums are always going to be my favorite. I think they're really classy with the way that they look. Come this way. So that's a classy fish. That's a stunning fish. That's a fish that's really going to pop. Can I see B6 and A1? So let's start with A1 since I'm closest to A1. But this is the A1 Samurai. Again, black tipped fins on his caudal fin. Now this surprised me because when I ordered the Samurais from my breeder, um, I was expecting a short tail. I was expecting a placket, and when I opened it and I saw the half moon, I was like, "That is fantastic." So that one, and then B6. B6 is over here. He looks good when he's really flared out. When he's really excited. And then the other samurai would be B2. Just come this way. You'll do A1? All right. We're going to pop A1 on the board. So let's add. There we go. A1 beta. 25 quantity shipping. And he's on the board. Yeah, those black tips make him really unique. He loves blackworms. He loves to overeat, so just watch out for his little eating habits because he will eat until his belly is full and round, and then he'll get mopey for a couple days until he poops. Beautiful. Congratulations on your beta. And like always, sold. Yeah, they absolutely will. But yeah, everybody's happy because everybody got some blackworms today. And I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, we do bring in a pound of blackworms every few weeks to feed everything in the fish room. It's a lot of fun. So I'll show you what else came in today. Well, yesterday. We got these opaline gouramis. He's swimming away from me. But those guys are very good. We have a bunch of ranchus over here. So we have some red and white ranchus. We have some, I think that's a Ryukin goldfish over there. And then we have the pandas. The pandas are in the back. The black and white ones. Yeah, they're weird. They've grown on me a little bit. They're just kind of derpy. They're very derpy fish. But yeah, you can see the other pandas in the back over there. Yeah, I like the black moors. I'm not a fan of the telescoping eyes. So if I could find these guys with the telescope without the telescoping eyes, I would be a lot happier. But yeah, these guys are very cute. But that's why I like the ranchus. They used to look like little chicken nuggets swimming in the water. Oh, and there's our spiny eels. The spiny eel is out. Ever since we had the moray, the spiny eels have been coming out a lot more. Let's see if we can zoom in. Zoom in. Oh, and then we got a ton of plants today too. So all our plants they go for $9, and there's a ton of Lewigia. I believe this one is moneywort, if I am not wrong. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a plant person. So here's some moneywort. This one has a tag. This one has a tag, so I know that's moneywort. Oh, we have some Amazon swords over here, so we have a bunch of assorted. I believe these. I believe those are melon swords. Yes, I have a Cryptocarian. Right here. I put him in the African section. So yeah, all our plants, again, we start at $9. So we have cryptocarian right here. It's a very slow growing plant, but they love to throw out runners, so they reproduce fast. They're just really slow at growing. And I consider them safe with African cichlids. And then I have this species of Anubias over here. And then I got a big clump of Anubias over here. This one right here would be closer to, I'm going to say $20 because it has a really big rhizome. You can see that rhizome right there. And it has a really good root structure to it. Yeah, they're good with bettas. And the other thing that I'm doing for the bettas is I'm starting to put Java moss and other small plants in with them just to act as an extra source of filtration. So as this Java fern continues to throw little pups, we're going to collect those pups and we're going to start popping them in every single one of these tanks. Here, you guys want to see another cool thing? Here, I'm going to set the camera right here. You guys can look at my face for 1 second. Check out these jungle valves. Ready? This thing's huge. So yeah, they told me that these jungle valves were going to be big when I ordered them. They didn't tell me they were going to be the size of me. Wow! Almost dropped it. But yeah, really nice pieces of jungle valve, yeah. Yeah, of course they're dealing with a little bit of melt on the end. But yeah, once that melt falls off, they'll continue to grow. They'll continue to throw runners. There's a couple runners on the plant right here already on the rhizome. So I like the jungle bough. I like it in the back of the tank. Grows nice, big, tall, dense. Almost impossible to kill too. Oh, like this is my own shop. I want you to understand. This is my own shop, but I still get excited to see this stuff because even the hair grass. This is the tall hair grass. It's not tall enough to flower yet, but it's nice thick clump. So yeah, we do these again. All of our plants they start at $9. The only exception would be the bigger Anubias, but it doesn't matter what plant you get from me. Besides the Anubias, $9. Let me drop that in. I'm gonna grab one of these Hygrophila over here. So these are my favorite. Well, they're one of my favorite plants. Freshwater beginner plants is the Hygrophila. Super easy to grow. This thing's practically a weed. You put this in your tank, you give it some good light, and it'll grow. This one's actually flowering though. If we open it up and we look right, where's my camera? Right here. There's a little flower that's growing on the end of this. Yeah, they're pretty indestructible. I'm pretty sure the only thing that's going to hurt them is low temperatures. But this is the type of plant that you pop in your tank, and it'll grow and grow and grow. And I believe it'll throw out little little pups, and you can just clip those off and you can continue to grow them. But yeah, hygrophila, I know because it has a thick leaf, and they do really well. We're going to go plant crazy because I got so many plants in. Let's look at the for a bookcase. I'm going to say if you were going to do anything, the crypticarians over here. Let me go grab a crypticarian. These guys, because you can control their growth pretty easily. So these guys grow by throwing runners. I think I mentioned that before. So if you look at their rhizome right there, you'll see a ton of these new baby plants right there. That'll grow into a new leaf. You pop that off, you pop it somewhere else, it'll continue to grow. They're low light, they require little nutrients. Adding stuff like, here, let me show you. Adding stuff like this. See, this being on camera thing? Yes, they would be great. They would be great for the bettas. But yeah, they don't require it, but you can do the CChem fundamentals. So this one has the, I believe, Flourish is the trace elements. Excel is the CO2. Yeah, it's the CO2. And then the iron. So the plants are always $9. The CChem fundamentals, I have to look up the price on that. Let me get my handy dandy POS. And when I say POS, I mean point of sale. Every time I say POS, everyone's like, it can't be that bad. It's like, no, it's point of sale. Here we go. Plant fundamentals pack is $18. I said this is a good starter for people who are beginning their plant journey. Like I said, you have the liquid CO2. Yeah, it has the liquid CO2, the iron. All plants require iron. Yeah. All plants require iron. If any of your plants have any red in them, like some of the red Loewigia, adding the iron is going to help bring out that red color. And then, of course, the trace elements, just all the stuff. But yeah, if you guys want me to start putting some plants up, let me know. I can grab some plants for you guys. I can set them off to the side. We can get them shipped out on Monday. But yeah, I'm going to pop this back. Crypticarian. I gotta do another dry good order soon too. I'm gonna pop you there. I think I have more. I think I have more Java Fern. Yeah, the supplements are fish safe. They're made to be put into the fish tanks. You know what? I'm gonna have to have a talk with myself because I put the Java Fern somewhere and I can't find. Oh, yeah, I can't find where I put. Oh, I know where I put my Java Fern. It's over here. I put them in the African systems. So yeah, we have little baby Java Ferns too. And what I like about the Java ferns, they're good in all tanks. They're low light. The way these guys reproduce is they'll grow a little bud, a little plant off to the side. It'll grow roots. You can pop them off. You can replant them in the substrate, and it'll continue to grow. It's a really hardy plant. They don't want their roots covered, so you don't want to cover it. You don't want to bury them so deep in the gravel that the roots don't have access to oxygen. So you just want to lightly place them on the gravel, and they'll grow really well. The other cool thing about them is that the plant is very bitter. So even the African cichlids, when they try to bite this plant, they don't like the way it tastes. They don't like the way it feels. So they tend to leave this plant alone. But yeah, they do really well. I'm going to give you guys one more plant tip when it comes to aquatic plants that I learned recently too. I don't have this product yet to sell. I have it for my store use. But when your aquarium plants, when you start seeing little micro pinholes in them, that's because they're lacking potassium. So if you dose potassium, if you start noticing little holes in your plant, that'll help that cellular structure rebuild itself, and it'll keep those pinholes from growing. But yeah, C-chem, potassium, it's backwards. So that looks Russian now. Potassium. All right. So anybody want to see anything besides my beautiful face and beard? Yeah, it's a different view. It's a different view than normal. I don't know if I can get used to it. All right, let's go. Let's go back to the fish. I'll show you. I'll show you guys what else came in this week besides a billion plants. We got the cherry barbs in this week. Very nice beginner fish. I consider them community. They only seem to bother each other, but they don't bother the rest of my fish. Yeah, when you get your new bettas, yeah, you can put the plants in whenever you would like. Even when people are cycling your aquarium, you can add plants that'll help you with the cycle. We have these baby Odessa barbs. They are super cute. I love them. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, so yeah, we're probably gonna bring in new female bettas next week. But yeah, we're gonna have a ton of plants. The vendor I get these from, he does such a good job, and they send me so many plants. Yeah, we're always gonna have plants in stock. But yeah, my eventual plan is to have live plants in every single tank. We also got a million snails in this week. We got a nice assortment too, so we have a lot of gold. We have a lot of chestnut. Actually, I would say this one's more maroon. This one looks a lot more purple than chestnutty. Let me drop you there. Yeah, there's a bunch of ivories. There's a little ivory right there. Yeah, they're nice. Like the snails came in real nice this week. So that's why I like to go around with different vendors. Yeah, I'll show you the difference. There's my random tire track nearite. Oh, yeah, we'll drop the nearite. Yeah, so they are a little different. Yeah, these are all freshwater. I do have saltwater ones available too if you need them. But yeah, those are our sorted colors. This one's a little bit darker. This one's a little bit lighter, ivory and gold. Any um, they'll eat everything. They'll eat the biofilm. They'll eat the algae. What I like to do is I'll throw in a little algae wafer for them, so they eat that. You can feed them a piece of the cucumber, this and that. And tips on keeping the sand clean. Um, I gravel vac every week, and our sand is just play sand. But yeah, we do good gravel vacs. We don't overfeed. The only tank that has ever gotten away from me is this tank over here. This one is lush with algae, but the fish here seem to really enjoy it. No problem, man. I'll see you. You got your fish, so it's coming Monday. Thank you again for supporting us. I know I started late, but I'm glad you came by. We have dwarf puffers today. Um, I didn't get the Amazonians. They didn't come in. There they are. So these are my dwarf pea puffers. They do not like to be on camera. They are very shy. But they're also the cutest things that you're ever going to see. I'm back. Where is he? They're so small, they just never want to be on camera. But yeah, we have our dwarf pea puffers in this week. This week they're $9. They do really good in groups of 3 or more. Just make sure you have a ton of plants. I recommend that if you do keep the pea puffers, you do keep them species only. They can be aggressive. They are very nippy. There we go. But they are very cute. That's what I was going to say. So my vendor has spotted puffers available. I'm thinking about getting a few spotted. But he also has a shipment of rarer cichlids that I want to bring in. I believe they're pretty much full grown. I think the biggest ones might get about an inch. But yeah, these guys stay relatively small. All right, I'm glad you asked. So they have right now. Here, let me go back to my camera. Let's flip this around. There we go. So they are getting the orange crowdmide. They're one of two Asian cichlids, one of the only two Asian cichlids that are also brackish water. If you want to look it up, again, they're orange chromite cichlids. They get about yay big, and they do really well in brackish systems. When I worked at the zoo, we had orange chromite, green chromite, figure eight puffers, and archer fish. We had them all in a brackish water system, and we ran that salinity at 1.010 to 1.015. You can keep them in fresh, but it is recommended that you do gradually put them in salt. So the chromuses are coming in, and then the cyprochromis. It's a Lake Tanganyika cichlid. It's called a sardine cichlid. They get about yay big. They're very slender in their body physique. They are pricey, but I'm thinking about getting 10 of them. So we're going to do 10 either tricolor or the Parasipochromis. And if we get them, we're going to put our divider back in our African system over here, and we'll give the Tanganyikan fish their section over here, and we'll move the Malawi fish over there. But yeah, those are some fish that don't come up too often. There's also a gold Cenodontis that's available next week that I'm planning on bringing in. And I don't know if there's anything else. There is an arowana. I think it's about $300. It's 12 inches. It's a silver. I don't know if I want to bring that in yet. If I could find some 4 or 5 inches, I might bring those in. But I don't want to spend all that money on shipping for one giant fish in one box. All right, is there anything that anybody wants to take a look at? Like I said, we got tons of bettas. We still have we still have 25 male bettas available. Synodontis, no, I've never seen or heard about those, but I know I have a breeder in town who does Synodontis petricola. And then the other one, again, available through the vendor is the gold one. Nikita Gold or something. I forgot the scientific name. White Cloud. I'm going to screenshot that. I've never heard of that fish, but I can look it up. But there is discus available through the vendor. White Cloud minnows. I'm actually sold out of White Cloud minnows, and I didn't restock this week. There is discus available through my vendor. Their red turquoise are only about 1.5 inches, and I believe they're going to be. They're probably going to be in the $45, $50 range. If you're interested, I can try to get those in. I do have a breeder here in Texas, but he's restarting all his bloodlines. He's trying to get more exotic strains in. So I have to wait until next year to get those, probably February. But yeah, if you're interested in red turquoise, 1.5 inches, we can bring them in next week. I'm kind of hoping if everything continues the way it's been going and we continue to have our good sales, I can do my fish order early and hopefully I can get them in by Wednesday. Get them in by Wednesday, and then we can do our Friday, Saturday show and then ship them out on Monday. What else do I got going on? We got Gardener Eyes here this week. We got Gardener Eye. I have balloon belly mollies. Somebody want to take a look at balloon bellies? they're cute. They have their place somewhere. Oh, we also brought in our baby gold dust mollies. These guys have the liar tail, and then I still have to stop by the breeder. I had someone who bought some 24 karat K guppies. I have the one left, but I have to go pick up more from the breeder tomorrow. But that's a female. Yeah, the 24s are nice. I get them from the breeder. I get a trio for $25. The males are absolutely beautiful. I believe the one person I was here earlier, Cohen, he bought some for me. He really enjoys them. Oh, then these guys will be perfect for you. Them and the gold dust mollies. So it's like 24 karat gold over here, and then we have pyrite. We have the fool's gold. I'm too happy with myself sometimes. I make like the worst dad jokes. Yeah. Like I said, I should have them by tomorrow. I just got to stop by my buddy's house. He had a surgery. I think he was at his grandmother's house this week, today. So I'll probably see him tomorrow morning before the shop opens. And the coral lights went out for tonight. Oh, and then we have a ton of ghost shrimp. I got these for feeding the eel, but now the eel's gone, so we'll see who else eats ghost shrimp. Fun fact about ghost shrimp: they're cannibals. They will eat each other. There is no loyalty when it comes to being a ghost shrimp. So yeah, they'll eat each other. They'll eat other shrimp. They'll eat dead fish. They'll eat everything. So you need males for who? The ghost shrimp. Yeah, yeah. Super cannibalistic. And then the thing is too. So they are extremely difficult to breed in captivity because they don't act like the neocardinia. So when they have babies, their babies stay in this planktonic kind of free swimming stage, and they stay in that stage forever. Well, for a while, and they eat algae and stuff, phytoplankton, and then eventually they morph out into the shrimp. I just saw my dog, Ava. There's my dog. She's not supposed to be out. She heard my voice and she ran back to the yard. I saw her little big forehead in the doorway. She didn't think I was here. But she knows she's not supposed to be out. That's why she ran back and jumped over the fence. She's too smart. She's way too smart. These cherry shrimp, we got them. They're about six. They're $6 a piece. We have some orange shrimp, orange sunkiss. And maybe when I stop by my friend's house, I'll pick up some blue. And then we'll go back to the bettas. Yes, I only have one battis right now. It was a bad order, but I am planning on getting more. I can get more next week. But yeah, usually when we get battis in, they go for around eight to $9, depending on the vendor that I get them from. These quarries, all the fish in this tank have been having the time of their lives ever since we got all the new plants. Yeah, send me a DM and just tell me that you're looking for the baddest, and I'll make sure I add them to my order sheet. And I'm actually going to write this down right here for me. Baddest, and you're looking for the scarlet gem, right? Because usually the vendors they have the scarlet gem and the black tiger, the red ones, yeah. So if you have an odd number 24 guppies, how much to add an extra female to the trio? It's just $8. So yeah, well, we usually sell the one trio for 25, and then if you want additionals, we'll just add it for $8. Yeah. Yeah, she'll have more friends tomorrow. I just got to pick them up. But yeah, if you're interested in the 24s, let me know how many you would like. I can get them from my breeder in the morning. I can send you a DM and I can send you an invoice, and then we can just add that to an order. Yeah. So it's never any pressure. If you guys want something, let me know. I can try to order it. I can do my best to find it, or I can recommend you someone to go to. I also really like these Florida bred neon tetras over here. One day I would like to breed these, but have you seen the longfin versions? Yes, I have seen the long fin versions and Nelson's hot tank. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think they look too clunky. It looks like they have a hard time moving around. That's most long fin fish in general. Um, but yeah, I didn't think it was a good look. But that's Nelson's hot take. If you like them, that's great. I haven't seen those on my vendors list. I've seen them rarely, but mostly we do the Florida ones. And for plecos, right now we have fancy plecos. We have if you want to look up the L number, it's L397. They're the tigers, and they're usually under here. Oh, there we go. I was about to say it's very anticlimactic. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they're very shy. But they are beautiful. But yeah, we have Pleco 397s. He's right there in the back. Let's see if I can zoom in. It's like watching Bigfoot. But yeah, Pleco 397. I had them originally. Oh, there's one right in front of me. I had them originally at $50, but right now we're gonna drop them to 40 because I have to make room to get other things. Like I'm trying to get some Royal Plecos in. Yeah, I'm trying to get some Royals and I'm trying to get some Green Phantoms. So I got to start making some space. And yeah, my little blue boy, he's very nosy. Okay, then we also have our orange laser quarries. Coupon next week. That I don't know. I have to look at what promotions are coming up for Palm Street. But anytime there's a coupon, I will let you guys know. I will post it on the event itself. But yeah, I just want you guys to know. Anytime there's a coupon, I'm gonna work overtime. So I usually stream the entire time that the coupon is live. Number one, to squeeze in a couple more sales, but also to maximize the benefit of that coupon because this is already an expensive hobby. So I can help you guys save a couple dollars on some of these fish. Then I'm going to do it. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see, if you have any questions about general fish keeping, husbandry, ask me your questions. Ask me to see some fish. You want to see some corals? We can walk over to the corals. We can walk over to the marine fish. But we're here to have fun. We're here to buy some fish, and we're here to learn. I'm here to teach. Have a good evening. Thank you for stopping by this stream. That's a chunky gourami. I gotta sex those when they get a chance. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm gonna send a message to the Palm Street people, but I keep noticing that all the stuff in the shop it says free shipping, and there's no option to change the shipping rate. And even if I delete it and I set it the way I want it, when I log back in, they go back to free shipping. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Again, Palm Street is great. It does have a few hiccups, but I make sure that I report those so we can continue making this website as great as possible. All right, guys, my phone is almost dead because I'm very irresponsible and I never charge my phone when I should. So we're gonna do one final lap of the fish room. If there's anything you want to see, anything you want me to stop by, let me know. If not, we'll be back Monday. We'll be back Monday at 8:30. This time we'll be here on time because I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home. Being outside is overrated. Good night. Okay, here's my little Solorensis wrasse. I love him. He comes out now because he knows I feed him shrimp, and he loves shrimp. All the corals are going night night. We have $25 frags every single day. $25 frags. Got some beautiful angelfish. Lake Turkana cichlid. Tank of misfit fish. So we have our giant Danios, opaline gouramis, coolie loaches. A final pass of all the bettas. All right. Anyway, long night. It's finally time to get some sleep after helping my wife build that trunk or treat. That took days. Anyway, just Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. We'll be back Monday, 8:30. Have a good time. See you guys next week.